Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14 or 15, and I think it's episode 14 or 15. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe to my channel, and you can leave your comments below. And let's get into this episode. All right, so I won't be before you long. I feel like this season, all I want to do is fuss at certain things because what are we doing sometimes? You know, there's some things I'm unsure of that maybe some of you all feel a little bit different, but I just want to express my opinions. We begin the episode where, of course, Sutton and Garcelle are meeting up. They discuss a little bit about the modeling shoot that she had for her line that she has in her store. They talk a little about Kathy. Kathy has a little, if you want to call it, cameo, and she laughs. You know, she said that she had the best intentions and she didn't really want to ruin Sutton's party. Some people think it was a Kathy-ism for the act that she pulls as far as being aloof and kind of skittish on certain things. Who knows about Kathy? I think Kathy lives in her own world, and some people think that Kathy wants you to think that she's living in this whole world and she's a space cadet, but she's really aware. And in many cases, she really is. So I believe that. They get on the topic of Dorit. Sutton said that she said hi to Dorit at her fashion show, but that was about it. On the other side of town, I guess the three Golden Girls are going to be Bose, Erica, and Dorit. I think Erica is going to try to get in where she fits in. Shout out to Miss Bell Perspective TV. Go and subscribe to her channel because that's one of her mottos as far as being a part of her community. But anyways, I don't know. If I was a good cusser, I would just cuss Erica out. I feel like even though we've always seen this character of Erica Jane, I feel like now we're looking at this very still fake woman. She's trying to figure out how to fit in this world of society, but I feel like because she does not have this Tom Girardi in her bag, I don't know, she's just so I don't like her. Like I didn't like her for other reasons when she was a character, but now I'm just like, when they got together, they started talking about Sutton, and they feel like Garcelle is hypocritical and Sutton is hypocritical because when you start calling out things about them, but they can call out things about you, it's a totally different thing. I'm not going to lie and act like I don't see that. I'll give you some of that. Erica, you specifically talked about your drinking and your misuse of medicational drugs. I already felt like that season it was an act that you were putting on with all this misappropriating all this crap together. I felt like it was an act in regards to your court case to make it seem like you're stressed out, you just don't know what to do. And then by next season, oh, I'm in therapy and I realize, oh, I've been doing this wrong. But I think there's a clear line of a differentiality in regards to you and what Sutton's doing. If Sutton's having alcohol here and there, I need to know, break the fourth wall. Let me know how Sutton's behavior is while she's drinking. We've seen you act a fool and cut up for the cameras, as I feel, with you all of a sudden just mixing pills and alcohol. We saw all that. And I feel like you're fake, and I feel like you want this sympathy that you don't deserve. All because of your husband. I think the greater charge of everything lies on Tom Girardi and everything that he did criminally towards those widows and orphans, or that, you know. I think that you were somewhat complicit in all of that. Y'all came up with this elaborate plan. It looks like you really got the huge hit because you were on TV, but you were able to still play it cool, but then you act like you were just this betrayed, suffering woman. And I just can't get with it, and I feel like you're fake. And and you want this woe is me personality, and it's this woe is me type of a sympathy, and I think that it's garbage, especially to the Ice Queen that we've been seeing for so many seasons, and now you want this. It's hard for people to now give you sympathy and comfort when you've been such a raging bitch, and nothing affects me, nothing moves me. So that's where I can say about y'all. Until y'all start saying this is how Sutton acts because she's drinking alcohol. Because every time we get up, Miss Dorit, all you do is order a Belvedere with club soda, freshly squeezed lemon, or thoroughly squeezed lemon. So I don't ever hear you say, let me have some water. I don't hear you say that. I don't hear you just say, let me have a club soda. Let me do, if we're going to go there. Again, I'm not going to say that Garcelle and Sutton are not at any fault of doing some of that. But y'all are hypocrites too. I mean, this whole group is hypocritical in what they do and don't do. Sorry. Bose is planning a trip to St. Lucia for the ladies. And she says that these girls don't know how to have fun without the drama, and I'm going to show them how to do that. And you obviously signed up for the wrong show. Then she says, well, if anything does happen on the trip, it's their fault. Of course it is. Just do what you got to do. Let me jump to Kyle and Mauricio. Mauricio is back from his trip. I guess he was gone for like a month or so in Europe. He said he was doing a lot of spiritual healing and all this stuff and only partied for 5 days. Kyle says that she doubts that. They get on the topic of this kiss that has went viral. He said he didn't plan anything. Kyle was like, I don't believe that you planned anything. I just don't know anything about this woman because she don't know her or whatever, blah, 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 blah. All he does is apologize to her. And she begins to cry. In her confessional, she's like, I think that this is my sign that he's moving on. It's like the rug has been pulled up from under her in regards to whatever, I don't want to say delusion, but whatever she thought their relationship is just kind of, in a way, over, and it's time to move on. And we keep going back to the same thing of Kyle, you acted like you were moving on and getting tattoos with Morgan and all this stuff. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't know if you thought that you could just play around in lesbianism and all this stuff and not be checked on that because, oh, of course I'm straight. I got a husband. And a lot of women play those games, not as far as in the married realm, but in totality, how women play, that they can just jump into lesbianism and do all this stuff and then jump right on back and everything's cool. I don't know what the nature of your relationship is with Morgan, but it's very suspect that you guys are a lot closer than you like to portray and try to be defensive about, that we can see that there's something else going on there, but whatever. I don't feel sorry for you. And for you not to have a conversation with Mo to see where do we go from here. I don't understand separation. I've never been married. Okay, so I know you want to see what life is out without the person, but are you guys going to work on your relationship at all? I don't get that. Then we move over to, there was one thing with Sutton and Garcelle. Garcelle feels like Sutton has this need to try to be Kyle's friend, and now you want to put on these childlike gloves, even in questioning stuff. We can talk about Mo, but we can't talk about Morgan. We know that Kyle went to a Morgan concert. She wasn't in the audience per se, but she was backstage. She's got all this privilege because she's a friend of Morgan's. But we can't talk about that. But now you want to kind of Sutton wants whoever's going to ask questions to Kyle to be passive aggressive and see how far she's going to actually give any information. We already know Kyle don't give any information. You got to ask the questions. She may lie or just divert the whole conversation. So Sutton, I don't know what your plan is, but obviously you want to stay on Kyle's good side. And just like you just said, that your money and wallet is long, keep saying that. Don't just say that towards Doreen to hurt her for whatever's going on with her finances. Now possibly Kyle has more than you. I don't know. And maybe that's why you bow down to the Richards, Hiltons. Maybe that's it. And maybe their wallet is wider. I don't know. But don't sit up here and cower down to people that you think is better than you. which they treat you like crap. And I don't know how much Kathy really likes you, but she at least allows you to be around her, and you can just be kind of, I don't know. I won't even go there. But anyways, let's go over to PK and Dorit. They finally have a sit down. I don't know about these two. Dorit was trying to get some definite answers as to, do you think we're headed towards divorce? He says that we need to work on our relationship. We need to become friends again. You have controlling issues. You were mad when I got an apartment. And Dorit said that you didn't even communicate to me that you were getting an apartment. And he said, that's why I didn't tell you, because you were going to have a problem with it. Which is quite odd to me. I think that, in a way, PK is filling in some missing blanks as to what's been going on with this Kimberly marriage. We've been hearing Dorit just say the bare minimum, and it's kind of hard because PK plays this game of power plays right now. And Dorit still does not understand, even though she says the picture's so clear. You need to lawyer up. This man is about to take you through something. PK also said that this email and what she wanted to focus on, she said that's not, he said there was a lot more in that email than what you're trying to focus on. So Dorit gave us what she wanted to give us. I'm not saying that it was not bad of her to say that. That was the most important thing to her in this whole situation. As far as not paying this, I think that it seems like PK's not heard a lot as far as how he's saying. And for some reason, he needs these representatives to voice what he's trying to say. It's hard for me to believe that, PK, because of the type of dynamic in your relationship. I mean, basically, Dorit is a trophy wife. And those days are over since she got on the show. And she's gotten her own money and all that good stuff and her own fame. And you just wanted her on your arm. And that's why I've never really believed whatever's going on. So PK, at the end of the day, Dorit is frustrated because PK won't say that we could be headed towards a divorce. And Dorit saying that he's controlling everything. You have a voice and you can make your own plays. But if you just want to stay in La La Land, you already told people the other week that he's not a good father, then what? And then you trying to protect the children from not knowing about what's going on with you guys. He's not a good father. So what is he? He's not a good husband. Why are you hanging on to him? For a check? I don't know. Some of this stuff is nonsense. Bose and Keely. I'm gonna say this right up front. I don't know about those two. When I see them in conversation, you really think that they're having these articulate, mature conversations. And to hear Bose say that her daughter is asking some of the questions that I've been afraid to ask Keely, or apprehensive to ask Keely. And she's on pins and needles like, I wonder what he's going to say. It's very telling to me. Y'all go straight to a child, acting like you're committing to having a child. You haven't said you love each other. Y'all still haven't even talked about moving in together, but if you did, maybe he could be more adjustable to come down here and all that good stuff. I don't know about this relationship. And anyone can say, oh, this is a good black man who want to start a family. I don't know. There's too many fears in this confident woman in the name of Bose. And too many, it's like, no, you're a mature woman. You can tell these ladies how they need to be and all this stuff in a friendship group and da 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 da. But then when it comes to your own relationship, you're apprehensive on asking this and that because you don't know this. But very weird, very, to me, red flaggish. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this because I don't know. I don't know about them. We can say, oh, this black love, but I'm not under that spell of black love. Sorry. I'm not doing it. Y'all can do it all day. I ain't doing it. Who cares? Who effing cares? Who effing cares? I don't know. The child is asking a lot of good questions. So she said that she would prefer to stay down here. She would not want to adjust gaining new friends. And I think that that's cool and all that good stuff. Then they board on to St. Lucia. Who went first? Dorit and Kathy, they got to Miami. Everyone's meeting in Miami, and then they're going on to St. Lucia. I think that Both is an incredible host. They get there, they get their own drinks, they got those steel drums, music, they're dancing and all that, so it's a good vibe happening. Some of the women separate. I mean, they got their own villas. As far as Jennifer, Sutton, and Garcelle are going to be sharing a villa. Jennifer, I don't know if she gives off honest energy or what, or annoyed energy, but then she says, oh, I haven't really slept with Sutton, but I've traveled with her a lot of times. But there's been times where she'll wake up and she's in a frantic. So I don't know what that's going to be like. So some people probably think that she's just shady, but maybe she's just honest. I don't know. I think Erica and Dorit, they have their own villa, and then Kathy and Kyle are going to have their own villa or whatever. So of course Erica, Bose, and Dorit, they talk. Dorit feels like Sutton is pussyfooting about apologizing to her and acting like, ooh, I've been a bad girl. I haven't seen that out of Sutton. Sutton is very triggered by this girl. Garcelle talked about her time when she spoke with Dorit and saying, you know, a Kelly bag would really make a difference. And I still don't think that Dorit and Sutton's issues are deep. And because Sutton likes to give gifts, even if she's buying off people, trying to gain their friendship, I mean, you could do that to make amends. Maybe you're going to plan that for the reunion. I don't know. But anyways, Jennifer Tilly opens up about this group, and she feels like it's very cliquish. I agree. We know that. She felt like things would be fun. I get to know you, you get to know me, we can have sleepovers, da-da-da-da-da, but it's just not as welcoming as it is. Jennifer, I can tell you right now, since you're friends with Sutton, they're not going to like you. They don't respect Sutton. And I don't think that Sutton has represented herself as well to gain the respect, because you allowed these people to bully you for many seasons. And you're too busy still seeking out friendship with people that will never respect you. You're saying, Sutton, Garcelle's the only one that's had my full support out of this whole group. And you still running after Kyle, as Garcelle is saying. You know, that's your hill to keep climbing. I don't know why you want to climb it, but you're better off just sticking with people that actually love you and care for you. Sutton begins to cry because, of course, we've seen it. I think Sutton is now just admitting that she's been bound down to people that don't respect her whatsoever. I've been saying it forever and a day. Tell me what you guys think of this. Of course, we are going into another drama-filled vacation, and I'm ready for them to kind of be over with. That's just how I feel. But anyways, let me know. Like this video, share it, and also subscribe and leave your comments. Until the next one, peace.